those guys is Gervon Dexter. And Gervon Dexter, who started off last season on absolute fire and then fell off a cliff when injuries and things like that started happening around the team, and he just did not have a season that matched. Only 1.5 sacks, I think, over the final 10 games of the season. But it is what it is there. But Gervon Dexter has a new running mate with Grady, Jarrett, and still having Big Billings back there with him. But he talked already about what he's learned from Grady, Jarrett, saying this. Now it's time to put it together. That is what it means to me. I appreciate those guys. The defensive line helped me get to a point where I want to be. But yeah, it's time to put it together. And so Grady, Jarrett, acquisition in free agency that already was there to help kind of up the defensive line for the Bears, seems to be taking Gervon Dexter on his wing. Dexter going on to say this. With Grady, his effort is the number one thing. The way that he finishes, the way that he flies around and gets to the quarterback. But he has a lot of moves in his toolbox. Like you said, some D tackles kind of go straight to the power, or they do this. But with Grady, he does both. So he has a variety of different things that he can do. And that is something that Gervon Dexter can definitely learn from Grady, Jarrett, and learn overall in this game is beat the consistency. You can't overpower everyone. You can't use speed against everyone. But if you use a combination of those two things, that's what's going to help you. That's going to help you grow. That's going to help you be able to take advantage of mismatches and those type of things. And that's what Dennis Allen is going to want out of his defensive line this year. He goes on to keep talking. He even mentions Montez Sweat. I know a lot about Grady. Grady is one of those guys as well as Montez. It's crazy that I'm playing with both of them now. Two of those guys that I watched in middle school and high school. I watched a lot of defensive linemen, and I would turn on the TV, turn on some of those type of guys' tape before high school games and stuff like that. So I knew a lot about Grady. And so, having that mentor is important. I think sometimes we can overlook that, especially for a player that hasn't had the best coaching. You either want it from coaching or you want it from a mentor on the team, or you want it from a combination of both, ideally. And now Gervon Dexter's in a place where he can get that. And so he's ready to be there. He also talked about wanting to be a leader with this, right? And I think that's the thing that he's going to have to do as well. He goes on to say, there's different ways of leading. For me, when I watch Montez Sweat, he's leading in that way vocally. I'm following him. So there are different types of leaders. We obviously now have Grady, Jarrett, who can lead by example, and he's vocal. So yeah, I think a defensive line definitely needs a guy, you know what I mean, I can step up and let you know. Well, to step up, if you want to be a leader here, you have to lead by example, like you just said. So you have to bring that production. It's great to have voices. One of the things that the Bears, that I hope they develop is that the young guys become the leader.